here in Knoxville, Iowa today, early June. Pretty warm out, 88 degrees I saw on the bank sign. And we're here with Jim Woodsmall, and he's here to run the contest today. Probably one of the more interesting contests in the whole KCBS circuit, because tell us who has to qualify to get here. What kind of equipment do you have to smoke on this weekend?
Well, this year the LPQ2, which is a continuation of the LPQ series of barbecue contests, started in 2007, features gas barbecue pits competing directly against pellet barbecue pits. And this is unique because the gas barbecue pits have been used in KCBS normal competitions, but this contest insists that those pits be used with gas as the main cooking fuel.
All right, we got 31 teams this weekend.
Yes.
How's the mix? How many are cooking on pellets and how many are gas?
Yeah, the mix is a little weighted toward the Old Hickory pits, or the gas pits, Southern Pride, Old Hickory, particularly the CTOs. Just a little bit of weighting toward that. We had one gas cook who cooks both ways that decided to go pellets and whatever. But just about as even a contest as you could get, and probably very even in terms of the quality of and expertise of the teams that have cooked on these pits, because the FEC, which is the pellet pits,
right,
those have been KCBS contestants for a long time and they're experienced. The gas pit cookers, some of these cookers have been in KCBS events. Very few of them have ever been in any type of cooking contest running their gas pits on gas.
Right, because they've been handcuffed by forcing them to use charcoal in their firebox and not allowing them to use gas and basically a piece of wood to flavor the meat.
Well, I'm not sure handicap is quite accurate, because through a series of experimentation and research and development, many of these gas pits have options on them that will allow you to cook in a charcoal or a wood mode almost as well as you can in the gas mode.
Okay.
But I think the bigger situation is that it allows people to bring the larger gas pits like we have here,
right,
to a barbecue contest. And this particular team here is a commercial team. This is what they cook on day after day after day.
Right.
And they use it in the gas mode day after day after day. They don't cook on it in the charcoal and wood mode day after day. So their practice day after day for their work is in the gas mode and whatever. Right. This contest gives them an opportunity to come and do what they do a lot of.
Well, we're gonna talk to these guys, because even though they weren't in gas mode last week, they won.
Yes, they. This particular team took this pit and this rig and whatever, and they have been successful in their last two contest outings and won grand champion.
Yeah.
One at Iowa and one in Wisconsin.
Okay, West Des Moines last week. But anyway, this used to be your pit.
That's correct. This was my last competition pit when I'm back to doing competitions, but I basically took some time off in the early 2000s. And this was my last competition pit that I used, and this trailer was the last competition trailer that I used.
Right.
Now, this team bought them at separate times and whatever, but they've chosen to come back and put this rig back together again.
And you were telling me earlier, KCBS had a vote with the board of directors on whether to allow. Have we always allowed the pellets?
Yes, pellet.
They got voted in at one time, or they didn't need to get voted in?
Well, back when pellet pits became available, whatever, the approved fuels have always been pellets, which are pure wood pellets.
Right.
Pure wood.
Right.
That's what the rationale is. Charcoal.
Right.
And wood.
Right.
So
they were legal pretty much right off the get-go.
That's right.
And but anyway, there was a vote taken. You said that to allow or not allow gas to be included in the contest.
My understanding is that gas came up before the board of directors this year.
Yeah.
And I was also told it was defeated 6-5.
Right.
But even coming up before the board of directors, to me, was
shows the issues coming.
Well, I think it has to come.
Right.
I think the KCBS is very interested in looking for the best barbecue.
Right.
And you know, things change. This issue of these commercial cooks out here, there's barbecue all over the place.
Right.
And these people, this is what they choose to cook on day after day after day. So I think the KCBS is forward thinking.
Right.
And I think that somewhere along the line that we'll actually be able to use gas, and you know, it's gas and wood. It's wood for flavor.
Sure.
But the sensitivity to these gas pits always has seemed to be safety.
Mm-hmm.
But the people that are against gas need to really take a look at these sophisticated gas pits.
Right.
Because what they'll see is they'll see thermostatically controlled.
Right.
They'll see safety devices. And you actually run more risk in some of these contests with some of these teams that are out here starting charcoal with these big weed burners.
Right.
Handling their wood in a not very discriminating manner and whatever.
Yeah.
So we're much safer here. We have a controlled firebox.
Sure.
We actually take our ashes home in these pits. We don't really need to dump them anywhere.
Well, you got to win the prize for one of the cutest trophies on the KCBS circuit. Look at what first place in ribs is going to win. Is this a 5-pound tank?
It's a 5-pound tank.
It's a real LP tank, and they've got 4 of these for each of the categories.
That's correct. We called it. We knew that they had the Grammys. We called this the Gassy.
Okay, so we're gonna win a Gassy if you get first place in ribs, which Bubba wants to get. We're going to talk to him in a minute, but. Jim, thanks a lot for being with us today.
And the key thing is if you win enough of these, you're going to win the big prize, which in this particular contest, $5,000 in cash.
Woo.
And if you win on gas, you're going to win an Old Hickory CTO worth $5,000. If you win on pellets, you're going to win a Cook Shack FEC 100, which is worth almost as much. So win these, you'll win the big one.
There's more coming for not just cash, which nothing wrong with $5,000.
Right.
I know, but to win some machinery too.
That's right. Win another pit, and we all us barbecue cooks always want another pit.
Well, I always want another pit. Something different that we don't own already. Alrighty, thanks, Jim.
Thank you.
All right. So you can put that away so it doesn't get lost.
We do all right, guys?
You can stick it in there if you want.
Do all right?
Yeah.